Hey guys, welcome to the Yall album by Glaive, the official review, because no one is as locked in and as informed as I. As the GOAT, I will be. This is the best review out there, and I watched zero others. If you're not aware, Glaive. Well, actually, there's no way you would have discovered this video without knowing who Glaive was. In short, Glaive came up around 2020 in the hyperpop scene. Not a fan of the genre hyperpop. I will say it's not even understood or defined what that sound is, but I'm here to tell you that Y'all is not a hyperpop album, and it is not anywhere even close. You're not getting any hyperpop sounds in this song for real. Um, Funeral still doing hyperpop. This is Glaive. This is new. This is music. This is innovation. We're not there. We're not over here. But anyway, this is a really interesting take on like EDM and funk in some ways. This album combines R&B and it combines jazz and just a lot of heart, man. I want to get into it song by song and kind of explain my feelings towards it because I really do think this is album of the year. You know, Glaive coming from Cypher's Grove, where you're getting a true kind of hyperpop sound into that collab album, into not the collab album, but old Dog New Tricks, and then the collab album, and then some EPs, and then you're transferring in I Care So Much That I Don't Care At All, the indie album, which kind of led Glaive into like a space where, you know, it just didn't pick up like you guys kind of thought it did or thought it would. I know the Prom blew up, but again, it's not putting Glaive in that spot, especially where we thought it was going to go at some point, but it just didn't do that. Great album, great production, but it just didn't. It's not what we hoped for in a way when we were Glaive fans. But it is a great album coming from us, but it just didn't break that mainstream that we could probably see it going in the future, honestly. But anyway, I digress. We kind of got a break from here into. Sorry, I need to pull up. But yeah, we got like a break of music from I Care So Much That I Don't Care At All, the indie album, and we got a break to a bit of a mad one in 2024, early 2024. And I would say that a bit of a mad one was kind of Pete Glaive, and I was not sure where it was going to go from there. Sure, Ovine Hall, his alternative name, was dropping experimental music, but as soon as dropped, and I don't really feel it anymore, Phobia de Impulsion, songs like this, where we're getting into some of the best songs and my favorite songs of all time, were released in continuum. It felt like Glaive couldn't miss and really found that pocket that we weren't really used to yet. That sound was pretty new to us. And then when we're transitioning into the album of that year, because A Bit of a Mad One was an EP, we're getting into May It Never Falter, is where he kind of lost me. I will say songs like I Know were super great. 60,000 ISK was a great song. Joel or Joel, great song. There's some misses like Count It Up, and if I don't remember at the top of my head. Yeah, Nobody's Fault Except My Own. It felt kind of lost. I was not a fan of it. I was kind of overall disappointed, especially coming from A Bit of a Mad One, but I like that he was trying to dip into a space that I've really never heard much of before, and really innovating and tapping his toes in different sounds, kind of trying to find that new defining sound since leaving his label and getting back with Curtains and Slow Silver 03 in the scene and becoming more like who he wants to be when he moved back to his hometown, which is what this album is about. It's about Glaive moving back to his hometown from being in that city life and not enjoying it, but really appreciating where he came from, which is Asheville, North Carolina. Now, leading into this album, you get a single, Asheville. Asheville kind of being about how Glaive is entering back into his hometown of Asheville and kind of him regretting one of his most popular songs, Fuck This Town, which I'm sure you guys remember with Eric DOA, what prompted their collab album, which was a bit interesting because it's fun to see someone go back on the road and be like, you know what, maybe where I'm from isn't so bad. You get lines like, there was like this line, it's a very confident and brave song. It has like an EDM and funk not Phil, sorry, but it has like an EDM and funk feel, like you're in a like a football montage, English football, the world's football, not not soccer, not American football, but you know what I'm saying. I was not really a fan of the song when it released. You can tell the influence of the sound of Ovine Hall and kind of that experimentation. You can see a direct translation into Asheville. I was originally pretty scared that the whole album was going to sound like this. Thank goodness it didn't, and I do appreciate the song now. And I think it works as an intro. I love some of the lines. It's like they'll build a statue for me. Trust, and how they named the city after him. His name, Glaive's name is Asheville. If you have 3 working brain cells, you can put that one together. And then like I'm the only person in my neighborhood with a grip. I'll probably never use it because my neighbors are old as shit. That's something. So lines like that I can really appreciate. I give that song an awesome out of 10. Then you kind of move into Appalachia, which is honestly, this one's a great one. No matter what you say about the sample, but the idea is there. It's just going into a bigger and a deeper dive into the meaning of Yall. How Glaive does not want to end up like Yall. He's going to be himself. He's going to be authentic. And the thing with Glaive's music is that no matter what, you can say what you want about his voice, the whininess, the high pitchedness, how you can say he can't sing. I wouldn't say you can't sing. I wouldn't say that. No matter what you say about the production or the lyricism, you can't really doubt his compassion and I guess his intent with making music, because you can tell that he really does care, and his expression is just otherworldly. You're not going to find that kind of expression and care about music like Glaive, someone who lives and breathes making music and making songs and exploring and getting your feelings out there, because it is a form of expression for some artists, or for most artists, but some of the mainstream artists, I feel like it's a dead feeling, and I don't think that's a hot take, but some people may take it that way. But it's a great song. It's super catchy. I give it a great out of 10. It was my favorite out of the singles leading up to the album. And then you're leading into the first new song of the album, Nouveau Riche. It's basically a diss track on Nepo babies. To put it simply, it's like, fuck those guys. We're newly rich. Glaive kind of puts a spin on that. Nouveau Riche is a insult to people who are newly rich. Glaive flips that and said, I made it on my own. You guys are assholes who never came up from anything. You know nothing about struggle. I would never want to be like you guys. He talks about how the song puts like an image in your head. You're pulling up to a party. The rules are like a dress code say it's like, I have it written down somewhere, cocktail sheesh or cocktail chick. It said dress code say cocktail chic. We don't even know what the hell that means. Or sheesh? I don't know. I don't know what it says. I don't know what the hell it means either. But lines like that, or talking about how the valet is outside and we don't even know what that means either. Like, what the hell are we supposed to do with here? And like the dress code is a black tie, and people are talking about things that you wouldn't even imagine. Like, how can you talk like this? People in higher standards, when you talk to them, it's almost like AI. So I can kind of see where he's coming from, of course. But again, he's a man of faith. He doesn't want to end up like Yall. He only bends over for the one and only, which I love it. The song will put you in a football edit. It is great. My only complaint is that the beat is repetitive, but that's the point. That's the point of the song, so I'm not mad. Next song, you're getting into kind of next song, Fuck, by the way, that is just the name. Fuck, kind of just being an expression of, it's like, damn it, because the point of the song is trying to know what to say, and in your expression for how you feel about someone. It's the attempt of a love song. It's the attempt to put your feelings into words, but when the love is so strong then you can't formulate those thoughts. This is what happens. It's like, I just don't know what to say. I usually have a phrase, but when I look into your face, fuck, that's it. It's pure emotion. It's raw. It's the encapsulation of what I care so much that I don't care at all was supposed to be. I feel like this is that turned into a complete idea, which songs like Bluebirds in the future, or I Love You and It Sounds Stupid, Like these are songs that I think are ideas that are done great, but they're not expanded upon in the potential that I know that they can be, because I know Glaive can really um, expand an idea and make it more complete. I think that these are ideas that have a lot more potential to go, but I think they're great as they are. But there's still room to grow, of course. And with Glaive, there's always more room to grow, but that bar that is set is very high, and I'm always impressed. Fuck is just is a feeling, it's an expression. Some people might not like it, but I think that if you don't, you will come around to it. It's great, bro. It's one of my favorites on the album. It's definitely a standout. Um, no other song on this album sounds like it. I think it had to be here too, honestly. And then you're kind of going into Vinny Vici. Assuming I pronounced that right, maybe not. It might be Latin. It might be French. It might be Spanish. I don't know. It's probably any of those. But I came, I saw, I conquer. It kind of loses me a bit. It's a little safe. It's a little lazy. It's like Vinny Villa Vici. Okay, I saw, but not a fan of it at all. I would rather unalive. Um, unalive myself than end up anything like Yall. I feel like it's a little bit lazy. I don't think it should have earned a spot on the album, but I think that the verse saves it. Um, is it simply the disconnect, or is it simply the respect? Y'all would let your brothers die if it meant a chance for you to get ahead. I think when that's said, it's almost like maybe I like this song. And I do like it. It's just I hold Glaive to a high standard because he is my favorite artist. I'm going to keep it out there. This is full bias. But I'm coming from a place of I know I've listened to every song numerous times. That kind of goes into I Don't Leave the House, which is I don't think it exists without curtains, honestly. It's giving thanks to Eurostep and songs like Better Off Alone and Bottles by Curtains. This song doesn't exist without Bottles. The Bottles doesn't exist without Better Off Alone. It's an ironic song where it's a Eurodance song about not leaving the house, and Eurodance is meant for the club. So you're kind of stuck in a gray area. It's like, do we go to the club and not leave the house, or do we not leave the house and listen to a club song in my room? And it's the latter for me, personally. I've never been to a club, and I may never in my life. See, never drank, never smoke. Glaive's apparently scared of doing drugs at the club. I'm scared of being around that many people all at once and dancing. That's on the ladder for me. I will not be doing that. But I was really impressed by this song initially. I think that the build is great. It just gets better and better. I'm excited to hear it. Because, newsflash, I've already bought the vinyl, and I've already bought tickets to go see to the Glaive and Curtain show in Chicago. If I see any of you guys there, say hi. I'm very excited to hear that one. It's going to be awesome. That kind of leads to the next song, 9, where it kind of puts you right at home. It's a stop. It's like stop where we're not just going to get lit. We're going to kind of look in a mirror and self-reflect, because this song is about regret. It's about letting someone that you love down and breaking that kind of trust. It's hard. It's very vulnerable, but Glaive is known to be vulnerable. Glaive is known to own up to these type of mistakes. And if there's one thing that I can respect about Glaive, it's that it's pure. His music is pure. His lyricism is pure, and it comes from the heart. It's real. This is real shit, brother. And I can always respect it. It's a self-reflection. It's the curse of doing wrong and the feel of regret, hurting someone you love, and breaking that trust. I'm not a fan of the line, because in the song he goes, "I know it's my fault, somehow it always is." I don't really like the victim manipulation line. I know I'm probably reading into it wrong, but it's always my fault, it always is. Not a big fan of that line. Me personally. Maybe I'm reading into it wrong, but I think lines like, am I nothing more than the things I did, as your actions define you, not your thoughts. No matter the things that you think, there's probably things that you think of that you probably can't tell a soul, and you have to keep in mind that these things do not define you as a person. Your thoughts are not what defines you. It's your actions. So as long as you don't act on those type of thoughts, you're a good person. You're not a bad person for thinking things because they're intrusive. Everyone has intrusive thoughts, and I don't know why I'm going on this tangent, but I just kind of want it to be known that everyone has these type of things going on. You are not. Your thoughts do not define you. I promise you. So I just want that to be known. The man that I've become reflects my actions, and I hate it. Yeah, it's so vulnerable. I love the rawness of the song. It's obviously not something that I'd come back to very much, just because it's so sad. And through my day, I'm more of like, let's listen to a happy song, because I feel like music kind of defines the way that you act and feel. So if I'm listening to sad songs, I'm gonna be sad, or more likely to be sad. If I'm listening to happy songs, I'm more likely to kind of go about my day in a happier manner. That's just how I view the world. I know other people view it different. That's not even worth arguing about. That's just how I go about life. That kind of goes to the next song. It Is What It Is, which is Glaive's attempt at a rap song. It's good. I think that Glaive thinks that there's more bars in this song than there is. There's a line where it goes, I'm Chichirichi, or yeah, I'm Chicharito. That's what it is, I think. Yeah, I'm Chicharito. In a way I score for fun. That's a lazy line. I don't watch soccer, football. I'm trying to do this in a way. I've played football numerous times. It's fun. I remember watching Blue Lock. I'd go out to the field outside my house, play 2 hours a day, just working on power shots. It was to a point where I was kicking that ball like a fucking rocket down top right, top bins, brother. Top bins. But it's just a lazy line. It's one of my favorite songs, though. I watched a review, or I guess a listening party, where they said that the chorus was mid. I think that the chorus on Veni Vila Vici, or whatever Veni Vina Vici. Someone help me on this. Comment down below the actual answer. But I think that chorus was weak in comparison to It Is What It Is. It Is What It Is. Like the y'all can't hold a candle for real. It's too, that's a hook that gets me. I made a joke inside the function. It didn't really land. I'm like, why nobody laugh? Yeah, for real. But I'm laughing at. I forgot what he said after that. Yeah, laughing like it is, but this shit is kind of sad. Yeah, for real. It grabs me, bro. I'm a fan. You almost think that Drake is going to come on the song. It's almost like a predecessor to Beckenham Freestyle, where it feels like a damn Drake beat, and I swear I'm like, is Lil Wayne going to start rapping on this shit? No, it's just the angsty teen that we know. And we can appreciate him for that. And I do like that song. It's probably top 6, honestly. I'll give a rating at some point as well. For every song, I'll rank them all, just because I like ranking. I'll make a Glaive song ranking soon. And then that goes to the next song, Modafinal. I don't know. Maybe it's one of those. Modafinal. I don't know. I do not like this song very much either. I think it's too whiny. I think the beat is good. I think the beat's good. I think it's too whiny. This is a song with curtains in Angel, by the way. It's too whiny. Glaive, I think that the vocal performance is it's hit and miss, because it does pick up at the end, especially when the curtains verse comes on, and then curtains voice to me is like damn Adderall. It's like some meth. So when I hear it, I'm like, holy shit, it's already good. I'm glazing, by the way. This is glaze. I'm sorry. But when I hear curtains come on, I'm like, holy shit, maybe I do like this song, like physically on Spotify. Maybe I do like it. And then when curtains transitions to the chorus, and then Glaive and curtains go back and forth, I'm like, this is what I wanted. But the thing is, on Ovine Hall, UK Bitches dropped and was left there to rot, when we could have had UK Bitches on Yall, and it would have made sense. It would have also made sense, but that is a gem. That is a perfect song, but it was left to rot. That's just how I feel about that, because I love UK Bitches. That is a top That is a top 5 Glaive song and a top 10. It's top 10 Glaive song, top 10 Curtain song easily. Um, can't dispute that. The Kai part was fine. I'm not Russian. I'm not used to that type of music, but I think that it added something, and I can respect that. I've done this video twice, so I'm running out of fuel, but I had to re-record it. But next song, Polo Ponies, was Glaive's attempt at a country song. This is a message to Glaive. I respect everything that you do musically. You are hold on. Sorry, the camera turned off. We're back. But Glaive, I respect everything that you do musically. But yeah, Glaive, I respect everything you do musically. I will say, seeing your growth through starting listening to you in 2021 to seeing where you've ended up, the thing about Glaive is you'll see obvious progression. Every album does get better. You see an evolution in sound. You're always going to deliver lyrically with a compassion, with vulnerability, with a sense of innocence in a way where you'll know it's authentic and it's real. Not a lot of artists can deliver in that, and when I listen to Glaive, I know that there's something beneath the surface that it's almost like someone's explaining their trauma to you, and you're like, yes, I was also an angsty teen with a lot of issues who's gone through a bunch of shit. So it's nice to relate to. Obviously, I'm not like that as much anymore. We've grown a little bit. But yeah, message to Glaive on Polo Ponies. It is, I know your intention was it being a country song. My thing is that when you layer vocals like that in the way that you do on a country song, it doesn't make it a country song. Isolated vocals on this kind of beat, like an Adrian Lenker type instrumental, is going to give you a much more authentic song. Polo Ponies, it misses with the delivery and the flow for it. It doesn't really have the flow or the rhythm as a traditional country song. And of course, I'm not saying it has to be traditional, but it just doesn't deliver like one, I guess. It doesn't have the feel of it, but it will give you a light sense of lightheartedness, a sense of being free, but also feeling warmth. So it's giving you blues, but it's also giving you oranges. It's like laying back in a sunflower field and you're looking up at the sky and you're just with your iPod Nano with your wired earphones, and you're just fuck Wi-Fi, fuck radiation, and you're just taking what the world has to offer in the best way possible. And it's one of those songs where I love it for what it is. Also, shout out Glaive's grandfather, rest in peace. The polo mascot, that is something to be proud of. That's awesome. But anyway, back to it. It's just a song that I won't really come back to, but it really does. It's a good song. You have to listen to it in this moment. Oh, there's a line in there. No, it's the next one. Next song, I Love You and It Sounds Stupid. Everything is pointless until you realize it's not. When I read that line, I went, damn. Because tell me why. Some ways to cope. People say it like this. When you start to get stressed out and you get so you have to put it in the holy fuck. You have to put it in the perspective that you have to kind of zoom out, widen the FOV. You're looking at Earth and we're just a tiny speck on a gigantic terrain floating through an infinite space. We are nothing, like nothing kind of matters. But then when you kind of put everything in that perspective and you're like, what's the point? Like, what is the point of anything? Like, if I do this, it's pointless. But it's like when you put it in the perspective that we only live for so long and the people around us, they will end up going away. And it's just the tragedy of life. So saying everything is pointless, you lose a sense of purpose. And when you start to realize, like, hey, we only have so much time on Earth, we should probably spend it in a better way. And we should really put meaning into our feelings and the way that we go about ourselves every single day, and the way that we treat the day, and the way that we, I guess, wake up and seize it, because we should be seizing the day, but a lot of people don't. It's like, what's the point? Everything is pointless till you realize it's not. That's a beautiful line. It encapsulates the feeling of the song. I Love You and It Sounds Stupid is Glaive's success, his success of a love song. I think that there's a lot to go from in here. You can see obvious influences of R&B with the voice modulation and the transition from the modulated voice where it's pitched up to the normal voice, and you're getting those type of transitions and like a kind of like wavy, like back and forth kind of feel where you're just like going through the song. My only gripe is that it's kind of hard to hear with the modulated voice. Again, I don't like, that's the style of the song. I don't blame it. I think there's a lot to build on from here, but I think this is, at this point in time, Glaive delivered in this kind of area. I can respect it, of course. Next up, the song Crying, Laughing, Loving, Lying. That's a lot of shit to feel in a 3-day period where you could not make a song in 3 days. This song is about how Glaive couldn't make a song in 3 days, so he's kind of going over all the things that he did in that time period, whether that be crying, laughing, loving, and lying. Whew. For it being a 3-day period, we couldn't make a song, and the song that you make out of all of those feelings is the best song on the album. I guess sound direction wise. Also, Shadow Curtains again. This song doesn't exist without Just Not Sure. I'm just gonna say that I don't think Glaive takes this direction without Curtains. Same way, vice versa. I think Curtains is going in a way where Glaive is obviously giving some sort of influence there. It's a beautiful collaboration. This is why competition and having friends who support each other isn't so important, because the level that Curtains and Glaive are building right now is enormous. Some people say that Curtains doesn't have a space in music. It's like you have Glaive already, you have Break-Ins already, but I say this is completely different. It's completely different. Curtains is his own thing. I think if there's anyone to listen to right now, it's Glaive and Curtains, because we're talking about music. We're talking about new music kind of forming in a way that we've never really seen before. This is something to really behold. Crying, Laughing, Loving, Lying is a song to behold. It's so catchy. It's not even special lyrically. The production is good, but it's not special in production wise. I think it's Glaive's delivery that really gets this song across. It's a special song, honestly. It's impressive for what it can do with so little. Dude, I don't have much to say about it. It's just, when you're on like the bridge, I guess the bridge, maybe it's a bridge, I don't fucking know. It's kind of a weird space. But when he's like going, what's the harm in that? I bought you something. I say you shouldn't. That transition, I think, made it. That's when I sat back. I was like, I think I'm listening to the best album ever created of all time right now. And that's not even to say lightly. We're at 28 minutes. We're cooking. But insane song. I give that a holy shit, this is music out of 10, respectfully. And that kind of goes into the next song, Weird. Weird is a hot take here. Some people might not agree with me, but I really don't think it's a great song. I think it's not, like the trend where, not trend, but everyone knows that shorter songs, when it's like under 2 minutes, it's going to be a fucking banger. I don't think the beat was that good to be under 2 minutes. I feel like it should have been built upon something else, like a beat switch, or building to something way greater and bigger, like a lot of these songs have been. Like, what's a song that does that? I feel like I skipped it, but Foreigner. Oh, I'll get back to Foreigner because I definitely skipped it. Yeah, but Foreigner builds in a way that's like, holy shit. Weird should have done that. Weird is not as good as Foreigner. Foreigner is a whole different beast of a song. It's not good enough to be this short. I know it's going to be amazing on tour. That's why I'm so excited to listen to it. But I'm really not a fan. It's not for me. The song wasn't meant for me. I can understand if you like it, but as a casual listener, I'm not going to give it space, honestly. But I can definitely respect it because I know a lot of people do like the song. It's my stupid little casual, stupid, dumb, idiot, dumb, stupid opinion. I'm an English major, by the way. That's a lie. And that kind of leads into, I'm going to talk about Foreigner for a second. Foreigner, if there's any song off the album that's going to kind of break into the mainstream and have TikTokers fucking renegading and shit. I'm not on TikTok. I don't fucking know, but it's gonna be Foreigner, bro. Fun fact: he says the word foreigner around 18 times, and I had to count that, and I didn't recount it because I think 18 is a good number. Don't take that out of context. Holy context. Don't take that out of context. Holy shit. But Foreigner is a banger. If there was any song that was going to be in the club, it's this one. Even We Don't Leave the House. That's not even as likely to be in the club. But Foreigner, absolute banger. It's not one of my favorites just because I like a deeper song than it. But holy shit, you can't help but fucking get really into it when listening to it. But anyway, nearing the end of the album, you got Benny and Kay. And when I tell you that I haven't cried at a song in 5 years, and it was Runaway by Kanye West the first time I heard it, I'll explain. So this song is about how Glaive lost his grandfather and grandmother in the same month. In the first half of the song, he explains how he lost his grandfather. In the second half, he lost his grandmother. In this, I guess, in his notes on the song, like his cliff notes maybe, he explains how they were meant to be together and how she wished that she would die to meet with him again. And I think that's so sweet. But when you read the lyrics and you understand the context of a song, when I was on the car ride back with my girlfriend, I was making her listen to the album because, again, I thought this was a phenomenal album. It's phenomenal. I was like, so the context of this song is this. As we're going through the lyrics and listening, mountains and streams and rivers and oceans, quarries even, just going down my eyes. I do not cry at stuff like this. My girlfriend, same thing. Even minutes after the song, I was still crying, thinking of the innocence and the brilliant songwriting that Glaive provides. Because one thing about Glaive is he may not be like in the sense that it's like Kendrick Lamar, where he's going to come up with like a quadruple, pentuple entendre, and you have to know every synonym and fact and whatever the fuck to like be a detective and combine, like figure out what the fuck he's talking about. No, Glaive, the way that he projects his feelings, it's in a way where it's so innocent and so authentic and so pure, where you can't help but feel like it's you. You feel his pain in the song with lyrics where it's like, it's selfish, pop pop, I didn't want her to go. Like saying that, like their name to Glaive, it just hurts in a way that's so innocent and so pure, where it's like, damn, you put yourself in those shoes for a second. Loss sucks. Loss is inevitable. But the only way to deal with loss is with time. But sometimes it just hurts too much to really forget about, and I think this is one of those instances. Like, and then you get some more lines like, "Wish I knew if it was better upstairs. Is a bedroom up there? If you want for anything, does it come to you prepared?" Like the simplicity of the chorus in this song, it's so innocent and it's so imaginative, but it puts you in a place where it's like, when we were younger, we used to think like this. Simple questions. It's not a complicated way of writing, but it gets the point across, and it gives you a feeling where it's like, life is so simple and so destructive and so negative. Life hurts. Even more so, like lines like, "And now your son is getting old," him talking in the perspective like you're like his grandfather's son, his grandmother's son. "And now your son is getting old. I love him more than life itself, and I just hope to God he knows. And that he's the reason why I'm around. And everything I do, Father, I hope I make you proud." It makes you reflect on your own life. Like, it makes me reflect on my grandparent, my grandma, and my father. It makes you think of like your family around you, because at the end of the day, I know some people don't have the same situations, but if you are in that kind of space where you can keep your family close, because at the end of the day, time is the only thing that keeps going. So it's heartbreaking. This was the perfect ending to this album, it's not like this song was like any other song on here, to be fair. I mean, closest is 9. Okay, I'm back. I was trying to think of Bluebirds, and we did like how Bluebirds is about how just things get better with time, and heartbreak and relationships hurt, but you will eventually heal. And that was like his message to his friends going through a breakup. And I was trying to figure out like what song was that. Bluebirds, love that song, by the way. Top 3 on the album easily. But overall, man, I think that the only song close to that was 9. Benny and Kay is just the perfect ending to a song, but it kind of makes you think, why would you make that a song so sad? Why'd you do that to me? And why'd you do that? I get why you did it to you, but you not only did you make it, but you released it, and you made it the ending. So when the album ended, I had to sit there with tears running down my face, like, holy shit. But overall, I really do think that this is Glaive's best work yet, and I don't think it's relatively close. It's so cohesive. You can really respect how Glaive steps into realms of Eurostep and R&B and jazz, and he's stepping into like rap even, and some sort of like Drake shit. And there's so many realms. Like, that's not just his bread and butter. His bread and butter being a song that's hard as fuck. Because he can make it like a hard song, of course, but he's stepping into so many realms where you got to respect the bravery and the attempts, because I think that they're complete ideas, but there's more to expand upon, of course. So it's done super well. Again, Bluebird's done super well. 9 done super well. I Love You and It Sounds Stupid done super well. And I think it's almost a peak album, but I know that there's more to come. I just gotta respect the cohesiveness of the sound, though being so different, still making sense in one cohesive 16 track record. Like, it's so impressive. I'm always impressed with Glaive. When something new comes out, I'm always excited to see it. Just huge shout out. I'm really excited for the future of Slow Silver 03. Maybe a collab album between Glaive and Curtains at some point. I know he's posted something on a story like me and Bro finishing the album. Maybe that just means Curtains album. Super excited for that. I'll do a review or reaction or something to that as well. Just big fans of these two. Really excited to see where it goes. But again, I do think it's a perfect album. Here's gonna be my ranking, 1 through 16. I haven't figured it out yet, but this is gonna be it. Yeah, this is the top 3. I don't know. I'll put the list there in a second, of course. But yeah, I guess the only words I have to say is, if you like this kind of content, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I'm not a music reviewer. I'm barely used to talking to this camera. It's very awkward to me because it's just a black abyss, and it's intimidating. So I'm trying to get used to it, be able to talk freely. We all growing up, we all thought that we had a YouTube channel and we talked to no one. That is a early sign of depression, and we loved being alone as a kid. I know a lot of y'all felt that if you're watching. But other than that, man, great album. I've played it 8 times already, maybe even 10 or 12. It's been nonstop. I really want to get this video out sooner, but I've been having problems with Adobe Premiere. And before all this, I am an artist as well, so hopefully dropping soon. I'll play a little snippet at the end for you guys if you care. Probably not, but if you're a fan of Glaive and Curtains, good chance that you'll be a fan of mine. So Beppa54 on Spotify. I'll play a snippet at the end, but make sure you like, comment, subscribe if you like shit like this. You want to hear me talk more about just a bunch of random shit, because I am a yapper. So other than that, guys, y'all have a good one. Thanks for tuning in. Peace out.
Oh, baby, can you tell the truth? Play the fool, but not around the world. Shawty know that I'm kinda cruel. I don't care what this post. Go roll up in your bed, drop the roof on it, I can't stand her. Take to the light, I take to the